This is like my 50th video. I can't get this right. I don't do the edits and all that. I'm not fancy. I don't get paid enough to be fancy, so that's why I don't care. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. You could, drop your comments there. Are you in the bathroom? Always get those stupid comments. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the bathroom. So San Andreas. So I started to think about this. I haven't thought about this in years, man. So I saw an article today. They're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, how they have the power to actually increase the price of a game to possibly $80. And they could do that because people will pay up for that. Just like, I didn't think Grand Theft Auto 5 online would be so popular till this day. Because I originally played it on the PS3. It was fun at first. After a while, played it on the PS4. I was like, yeah, I still can't get into this. Played it on the PS5. Still can't get into the online. But damn, the online is extremely popular. I could just imagine how Grand Theft Auto 6 online is going to be popular. They're probably, excuse me, they're probably going to milk that for another 10 years and we'll see probably a Grand Theft Auto 7 in the next 15 years. I'll be like 50 years old. So that made me think about how much I overpaid for San Andreas at a mom and pop shop back in, I think I was in a junior or senior in high school. I don't remember. So Miguel got it. Miguel was one of my best friends back in the day. Because he was one of the dudes that were actually good in fighting games. I was trying to find that guy, that competition, to invite him over my house because I had the Sega Saturn. I had all the fighting games. I was a fighting game fanatic back in my early teens and all that. And I would invite Miguel. You just beat my ass. Street Fighter, like Super Turbo 2 and all that. I'm like, what? Like, he's beating me in this. I play this all the time. I eventually got better and I started beating his ass. I don't know if it was all the drugs that were corrupting his brain that eventually slowed him down, but still got him. I don't care. I'll brag about that. That's your problem if you want to get into drugs and fuck up your life. It is what it is. We eventually started calling him Cokehead Miguel. I don't know if Miguel's still alive. I have no idea. Whatever. So he told me San Andreas is out on 82nd Street. And I remember 82nd Street because that's where I actually first imported my first Saturn games. Because they would sell Fatal Fury 3 used. And I remember my brother was working at the time. He bought it for me. I was like, oh shit. So it was very cool to experiment all that. The imports for the Saturn. I used to see the PS1 imports as well. You see all the imports at that place and all that. And that was the spot that I would go sell my games, buy new games. So the couple games, I remember I bought Samurai Showdown 3 on the PS1. Big mistake, should have bought it on the Sega Saturn, but still, hey, good times. Raystorm was like $31.99, where you would go to Toys R Us, it was $39.99. And that place, you didn't pay tax, so you didn't spend extra money. That shit was sweet on the G-spot. Beautiful. So he said, yeah, but it cost this amount. Because it came out a couple weeks early. About a week early, I think. I said, really? Fuck, I really want to buy it. So there is a story behind that, before that, with the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. So the M-rated games I could buy at the mom and pop shop because they didn't question, they didn't care, they just there to make $1. You go to GameStop at the time when it started becoming GameStop. They're like, oh, we can't sell the M-rated games to minors. I'm like, okay. That was the story behind Twin Snakes. Okay, fine, whatever. So, I go there. But the story behind that is, how did you get the money? My dad used to give me lunch money. He used to give me like 3 singles, 2 singles, $4, $5. Sometimes if I'm lucky, hey, this is $10. Make it last you for like 2 or 3 days. So I would starve myself. So I would be like 140 pounds, starve myself, and just wait till I get home to eat some cereal. But there was a point that I actually started giving me free school lunch. So I was like, hey, I ain't telling him shit. I'm gonna keep collecting these $4 or $3 a day, save it up and buy a game every 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks or so. So I had these big stacks of singles ready to go to the strip club. I mean, to the mom and pop shop. Excuse me. Underage. Can't go to the strip club underage. So I had so many singles. I go there, I'm ready. I'm ready to buy the game. I got like $63, right? And this guy, he's a Spanish dude. These Chinese people don't be hiring, or Koreans be hiring Spanish dudes behind the counter. But this is a Spanish dude though. These are the chinos. So they relocated from the old spot that I used to go to as a kid to a different spot, but still 82nd Street. So I go there with the money, whatever. I want San Andreas. And then he told me the price of this after tax and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, dude, I only got like $63, $64. I forgot how much. It was around the 60s with like a big stack of singles. And he was just counting singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, what the fuck, man? This job sucks. And then he counted it, and I was missing maybe $3 or $4. And he just looked at me. He knew I wanted this game. He gave me a break. He was like, just take it. Whatever. Because he knew himself they were overcharging people just to get the game early. Like, come on. The game costs $50. And they're charging like 60 something or whatever. It's like, that's kind of fucked up, don't you think? So he gave me a break that day, that Spanish dude. And I was so happy I got home. And then there's a story behind that because Miguel used to criticize me. He used to call me a pussy for using the codes in Vice City. Oh, you're a fucking pussy. I don't use codes. I buy my own ammunition. I buy my own guns. I do everything legit in Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, you know what? I took up the challenge of San Andreas. I beat it legit. No codes, no nothing. Boom. From beginning to end, I worked out. I went to the gym. I paid for it. I paid for my food. I paid for my guns, my ammunition. Boom, boom, bang, bing, boom, bing, ding, ding, boom. That's it. It was off. I beat the game legit. I took that challenge because of Miguel. Me and Miguel were very competitive. I do have to say. So it was good times back then, man. But because of that article, it made me think San Andreas. I remember San Andreas. I would pay for that bullshit. But man, that was good times back in the day. 90s were better times than the 2000s. Once 9/11 happened, everything went downhill. So there you go. So if this video does well, I'll talk about my Twin Snakes experience. Well, what a total horseshit that was. Total bullshit, but yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed my story. It's Friday. The weekend is coming up. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. Be safe. Yada, yada. If you got blocked by me, oh well, too bad. I'll see that dislike on this video. You got blocked because, well, I just don't like you. Later.